Hello and welcome to Midnight Guard Gaming. I'm your host Mid, and happy Saturday, and we are playing Battletech today. So yeah, I've been looking forward to playing this all week because I've been playing Satellite Reign during the weeknights. Just checking my stream strength and stuff. I've been having some weird drop frame rate issues recently, so I want to make sure before I get too far in that everything looks okay. Okay, everything looks good. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Yeah, like I was saying, I'm on working a new streaming game schedule rotation. Currently Monday through Friday, I am playing through Satellite Reign. I had a really fun first week playing that. But I've been looking forward to getting back to playing some Battletech on the weekend. So this will keep this fresh. That way I'm doing something else for some of my, a good chunk of my time, and then I can focus longer periods of time on the weekend to this. So yeah, it looks like we're getting close to about halfway through Satellite Reign. So I would say it's going to probably take another 2 weeks probably before I finish that, like playing Monday through Fridays. Maybe a little bit less, but I was throwing around the idea of starting another playthrough of Battletech, but I'm going to see how this weekend goes. I kind of want to just play some open contracts, see how it feels. If I start getting a little bit bored with it, then I might start another playthrough. But well, we'll play it by ear for right now. So, all right, I got to get reacquainted since it's been a week. All right, so we have financials. Okay, so we were running my second lance, Bravo Lance, through some lesser, some easier contracts because I don't really want to do like four or 4.5 or 5 skull missions on them yet because they're still working up their skills and all that. So I have contemplated maybe swapping some of my Alpha Lance out with Bravo Lance, like just the mechs, not the pilots. Maybe putting all the pilots in Alpha Lance's mechs, or just some of them and getting them to use their current mechs. Because, yeah, I like the builds that I have on my Bravo Lance. Come on, load. Where it's like, yeah, I'm liking having like sort of the lesser LRM boat with its 2 LRM 15 pluses, and then the Griffin kind of being the lighter version of my Grasshopper. And this Jaeger mech is just a blast to play with the 2 AC 5 pluses, since they have a plus 20 stability damage, and Tapper's just been getting headshots left and right in this thing, which is awesome. Just complete random headshots, which I think is just a blast. And then the Black Knight, having Metal Arc as my big brawler type guy. So that's, yeah, I'm having fun with these. So let us check Mech Warriors. I want to see if they have any XP that needs to be spent, since I cannot remember if I did that last time. It looks like Medusa, yeah, it looks like they have all spent their XP. Yeah, these guys are getting up there. My Charlie Lance. Commander? Ready for orders. Standing by. Yeah, I think he's pretty much Rook is pretty much maxed out on what he can get from the training simulators. So, but yeah. Ready for orders. So let's look at the star map because I want to remember where the heck did I go. I know I'm not in a normal area. Okay, so I'm back towards where the relative starting areas where it looks like. And I've also noticed it seems like because I finished the campaign, and I don't know if it's taken into account my active mechs that I have, but like my starting zones, I don't remember those being 3 skulls when I started. I think they were only like 1 or 2. So I think it's actually up all of the systems I go into, the challenges. I'm hoping I don't have to store my Alpha Lance of mechs because I really don't want to, but I'm tempted to see if it'll actually drop the challenge ratings of this, which might give me more options for my Bravo Lance. But then that just gets kind of self-defeating because I'm like, okay, well, I want like easier contracts to be coming through, but if I'm never going to see anything less than like a 3 skull, It's like, I kind of, what if I want 1 and 2 skull missions just to kind of farm some light mechs and stuff? So we'll see how it goes today. All right, so let's get into contracts and take a look here. Let me adjust my, I'm starting to slouch again. All right. Okay. Sure, everything is looking good here. All right. So we have Take the Bait, which is a 4 skill, but it's a travel to Sacromonte. I'm thinking I'm going to take this manufacturing facility. It's a capture base. I'm wanting to get more that are for like actual houses, not just local planetary governments, because I want to work on my rep. But we'll start off with this one. It'll be a good slide into things. We've discovered that the Magistracy of Canopus has reactivated an old manufacturing facility in this system. To maintain the balance of power in this system, the planetary government needs to capture this facility. You'll make a surgical strike, occupy the base, and hold it until local government forces can arrive to take control. They haven't told us what precisely the facility is producing, but given the strength of the enemy forces on the ground, it's something worth protecting. So it is max pay of just over 1 million C-bills if I choose that. Max salvage is 4/18, 4 priority, 18 total if I choose that. Reputation is completely pointless in this one because local governments we don't really have reputation with. So it's in the desert, it's a capture base. Okay, so let's negotiate. I'm just been kind of sticking with the middle of the road because if I go too low, 1 of 6 salvage, I mean, I can get more. That's almost like a month's worth of funds. So, I mean, at this rate of getting 500,000, I am actually increasing. If I can do like a couple of these a month between finances, I am actually slowly gaining ground. Which, oh yeah, you can't see up here in the corner of my face cam because my face cam is blocking my total funds. So let's just do this, the middle of the road, because I'm like, I don't really want to do 4 of 18. I mean, 3 of 14 is tempting, because, but I'm not really going for max at this point. I'm just kind of working on XP and all that. So, but having 210, I think that'll be good. All right, so let's just do that. We should have everyone in their appropriate setups. Yep. And let us drop. Alrighty. Capture the manufacturing facility. Oh yeah, I think I put jump jets on the Black Knight too. I think all but my Jaeger have jump jets in this in Bravo Lance. It's basically what I'm calling them. What I'm going to designate them in my YouTube videos is from here on out, I'm putting like in the open-ended campaign, Alpha, Bravo, or Charlie Lance, who deploys where, just so I can kind of keep track. Because yeah, I mean, I'm trying to play this like it's an actual Merc company, and instead of just, well, you've got a bunch of mechs and pilots and that's it. Trying to have like a cohesive setup and all that. Just because that's my own immersion. Nothing too crazy.
Command interface.
Here we go. The manufacturing facility is just ahead, Commander. Before we start our attack, we should recon the facility's defenses from a defensible position. Once that's done, we'll move in and capture the base. Good luck, Commander.
Who fights over a place like this?
Who fights over a place like this? I'm liking the new flavor voiceover chat. Okay, so we are actually in a little valley area. We're in the lower southwest corner, it looks. I hope it's not too narrow. Okay, so we do have some options. We could go around this way, which I'm contemplating. Wow, there's like a lot of nice little gullies and channels, and this way is not going to be too good. Kind of liking the look of this ground up here. It's a medium-sized map, not too big, but it's not too small either. And we have to take into account if reinforcements spawn, they might spawn on top of us as well. So let's see. Looks like that. I'm sure they have turrets. I don't see them right now, but I'm sure there will be turrets in here someplace. Otherwise, capturing a base, I'm like, okay. Alright, so if we go straight up, we'll be coming right down this channel, like little canyon gully. We would have some forests here to hide in, but that could get a little dicey. I am liking this up here. Because if we came around this side, but getting up there with my Jaeger, which would be ideal for a sniping position, is not looking too hot. I mean, I'd have to, I think, come over here, and I can't really see it too well. Alright, so if we go this way, there's another little channel. Okay, so this is looking like the same setup I had in one of the first missions I ran with Bravo Lance. Because, yeah, we just came straight up here. I had my Tapper over here. Meadowlark just kind of charged up the middle. And then Trucker was back here. Or no, it was... Yeah, Trucker was back here with the LRMs just firing indirectly. And Medusa, he kind of jumped between from this area over to this area. So we had a couple of mechs here, a couple of mechs here. So I think it might be a pretty straightforward setup again. I am kind of wanting to move around this side though, because it seems like a little bit better defensible ground. Even if we come in over this rise, it's going to make that more difficult for them to get to us. And we can always back down out of line of sight if we need to. So, thinking... Yeah, we might just run around this way, come up this channel. I think that's what we did last time to obscure our movements. So yeah, let's do that.
On my way.
Just start moving everybody.
On my way.
Position confirmed.
Alright, let's just start moving. Well, you've got jump jets, so coming up high is fine.
Moving out. Position
Oh,
confirmed.
enemy contact. Want to finish moving my people before they cut us off and then all of a sudden have them attack. Alright, enemy contact. Where are they? Okay, so we got a single mech. 55 tonner, so Shadow... Oh! It's either Shadowhawk, Wolverine, or Griffin. Okay, he's moving along this ridgeline, so... I don't think we actually... Well, we could just set up on this edge here, let him come to us, and just shoot him as he comes down this channel. Okay, so let's reserve you. He moved first, which was interesting. Okay, here comes a 60-tonner. 60-tonner, that's going to be quick draw, I believe. Alright, so they're both coming down this way. Yeah, this I think is going to be our best ground. Although there was this sort of curl around and you could come up on this top part here, but eh. Alright, so let us move Medusa first. Okay, we get some line of sight if we go over here. Alright, let's do a jump into the woods. I can actually save on...
New bogey on the field.
Oh, and there's the rest of them. So there's another 55-tonner and a 65-tonner. So that could be a Jaeger, a Thunderbolt, or a Catapult. So we got a quick draw, a Scout, and a Striker Wolverine. Okay, so... They are in Ramshackle. Wow, so they have like no armor, which is really nice. So he is probably the bigger threat. Because that's only 3 weapons, and if we actually take out... I want to say... Oh no, he's got his weapons spread out pretty good. The quick draw is actually the bigger threat. I can fire my large laser at him. I think I'm going to do that.
Locked on.
Yeah, let's try to take out the quick draw first. Just with his sheer amount of weaponry compared to the Wolverine, it's going to probably be a little rougher. Alright, so let's get Trucker in next because he has LRM, so we want to get him firing as fast as possible.
Affirmative.
Okay, so doesn't... Yep, we got a better percentage with the quick draw, so... Okay, so we hit his leg last time, so that's good. Alright. And we're still hitting just his right side, or left side. So yeah, it's focusing on pretty much his left arm, left torso, left leg. Then it'll bleed through into his CT then. So alright, so let's fire both LRMs.
Acknowledged.
Because the faster we take him down, the better our odds of taking less damage.
Inflicted heavy damage.
Alright, so let's get Tapper. We're going to have you sprint, because you're not in any position right now to see anything. And I want to get you up to where you can actually fire sooner rather than later. And it'll give you some nice evasion if they should charge our position, so...
Got something you want done?
Same thing with Meadowlark. We need to actually sprint him as well.
No shooting, just running.
No shooting, just running. That's a very matter-of-fact voice you have there, Meadowlark. Alright, so it looks like we're done. Okay, I don't think you... Nope, you missed. Good. Let's reserve, because I still have 4 evasion. Oh, LRMs. Took 1 hit for 3 points. Only firing a single laser. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Let us... Yeah, I think I'm going to leave Medusa for right now, just because he's spotting.
Good to go.
Let's have him attack. We're going to keep focusing on that quick draw. Nice. He's taking a good beating. That's good.
Got hit something good.
Yeah, and unlike my initial playthrough, I'm not as concerned with like mech salvage now. I just want to complete them, so I'm not going to be trying to take mechs as much as I was, especially ones that are mediums and heavies, because I'll accumulate enough of those where I'm fine. I already have a lot, so. All right, so let's get Tapper up here where she will... Ooh, she'll have line of sight there. I can't quite get her into the woods. I'm kind of wanting to do this. Yeah, let's do this. She's got max armor, so she can take a couple of hits from them. Because I want to finish off this guy. And I'll be able to knock him over if I don't kill him, so that's good.
Acknowledged.
Alright, so I missed with 1 shot. At 95%, go figure. But knocked him down. Took out a medium laser.
What's up, boss?
Alright, Meadowlark, we're going to have you run again. Because I don't think... Yeah, there's no place you're going to get where you'll be able to actually see them, so...
Aye, aye.
Get you moving up there. Next turn, you'll be able to fire. Alright, now, because we got line of sight with them, Medusa can fire and then jump out of the way. Because I really don't want him to be taking any more fire. Oh, cool. So I can fire everything at him too. Nice. We're actually going to do that because we could probably burn through his CT. Then I'll move. I'll just run. I'll move him out. I won't jump him.
Let's see how you like this.
Oh, just shy. 24 points. I missed one shot on it. I would have finished him. Alright, so let's move back here.
Roger.
Hopefully these two heavy mechs will be a better target or more obvious target for the Wolverine to fire at. Yep, okay.
Damage minimal.
I'm going to move Tapper up into the tree line next, I think. Actually, I can just keep her bulwarked there. Okay, so let's reserve you. And it's a Griffin. LRM 10 PPC. Yeah, I got to get her bulwarked. Okay, so Tapper. I might actually move you up and vigilance you here. Actually, we're going to vigilance you right here. And let's have you attack. You've got more pinpoint damage, the Griffin. And indirect fire capability. Oh, hey! Hey, Master Nagus, how you doing? You still don't understand the game? Oh, man. Still trying to figure it out? I mean, if you have any questions, I could try to answer them the best I can, so. Alright, I'm gonna go for... Let's do a precision strike on the CT of this Griffin.
Roger.
That's good. Okay, let's get
Standing by.
Meadowlark up here next.
Affirmative.
You're my big tanky guy, so alright, so let's attack. There's a lot of RNG, but the RNG goes more in your favor as you get all of your like specs on your attributes up on your pilots. So yeah, I was having 95% hit chances miss. So yeah, that's just the nature of this sort of game, is there's going to be a lot of RNG in it, but if you choose proper positioning, good build, like putting decent builds and not just throwing a bunch of stuff on a mech just because it looks neat, you can heavily weight the luck in your favor. So, or minimize the bad RNG. That's what I've noticed, which is why whenever I drop on a map, I'm always scoping out the entire map for approaches. Where can I use the terrain to my best advantage? So it minimizes when I get into really bad situations. Where last weekend I got ambushed right on my first turn by 2 lances of heavies with this group, and because I had chosen some decent ground initially to head towards it, I could turn it to my advantage. So even though I was getting some bad RNG, I was able to take out all 8 mechs without losing anyone. So okay, so I am not firing the PPC, and we're going to fire everything else at him, and hopefully we can take out his CT. Of course, it hits everywhere else. Ooh, he's got a Jaeger. Okay, they got a Jaeger as well. That's fine. Hey, watch the paint, pal. Okay, so
What's up, Bob?
trucker. I think I'm gonna do multi-target. Let's fire. You are A, and you will be B. A and B.
On it.
Oh, good. Nice solid hits on his CT, so.
Standing by.
Okay, I gotta move him in place. Just so I can actually see someone. Alright, we're gonna fire my large laser at him.
I'm on it.
Okay. He should be bulwarked by now, so... okay, so... I'm gonna use
Orders.
Medusa. Let's see about... Yeah, I won't be able to kill him with one large laser blast, but I can shoot him. So let's do that. I'm hitting everywhere, just scattering all over the place. Okay, so I think I'm going to move him back again. Because I really want him to have some movement. So let's do a jump. Ooh. That'll work.
Jumping.
He'll get 5 evasion. If they choose to shoot at him, that's fine, but I can spot everyone. Oh, in 2 days you will go to the U.S. Cool. What for? Some special event, I presume, or?
Receiving you.
All right, Tapper. Let's see. Might be able to finish him off. I hope you have a good time here. Oh, just for work? Okay. And you're in Scotland, aren't you? You're over in the UK? Let's fire all these at him.
Locking on.
Oh, Romania. Yep, there was another guy who is from Scotland who jumped into the stream like a week or so back. Okay, now I remember. All right. Yeah, tried to keep all that straight with everything else. Sorry about that. So that means it's got to be getting a little late for you, since it's only like 5 o'clock my time. And you're over in Europe, so yeah, it's got to be getting up, what, 11, 12 o'clock at night? Since my time zone internal clock is not the best, I'm just wildly guessing that... I'm guessing that it's like 6 hours or so difference between where I'm at and where you're at. Okay, so we got Trucker. Yeah, we gotta finish this guy off. He's really beat up. Where I'm at, I'm Eastern Daylight Time. It is just after 5 p.m.
On it.
Ah, good. There we go.
Tango down.
okay. He's taking quite a bit of stability damage.
Standing by.
Alright, so... Oh, he took a headshot. Nice. Ah, okay, so yep, you're about 7 hours then, so. 7 hours difference from where I'm at. Okay, so the question is, do we focus on these? Yeah, I think we're going to focus on these damage guys. See if we can finish off one of these. Alright, so let's do that.
Copy that.
Alright. He took a leg out, so should fall. Yep. You're from the future. Just imagine how confused the people are who live right near the international date line, where you just travel like a couple miles, like I think it's between Russia and Alaska, where you could be like, okay, it's like literally like a day difference. It could be when you cross that line, which is hilarious to me. It's be like, oh, there's like, I think it's like 23-hour difference suddenly, or 22-hour difference. But of course, it's up in some area that very few people live in. Okay, so Medusa.
Go.
Let us do a precision strike. Actually, no, we got a guy who's down. We can shoot at the CT of this guy, which is... Oh, yeah, he's gonna die. Let's finish him off. Alright, so got him.
Tango down.
I'm not gonna move Medusa. I want him to shed some heat. So, let's just be done.
Managing heat.
Okay, good. You started shooting at someone else. Start on June 18th and arrive on June 18th. Wow. Yeah, and if you're coming across the eastern coast of the United States and then you got to fly all the way across the U.S. to Oregon, yeah, that's like another 4 time zones right there. It's like 3,000 miles from coast to coast over here. Not to mention however insane the distance is across the Atlantic. Okay, so let's do Trucker next. Fire everything there. I'm over in the Midwest, the Michigan area. I'm in southeast Michigan, so Detroit area. I think you did. That's usually sort of a thing like I've noticed on Twitch, and I do it too when I was like going to people's streams. Is I'd be like, okay, where are they at? It's not that I want to like know for like a creepy way, but it's just you're kind of curious because it's like, well, hey, I want to like. It's usually people from living in a place you've never been to or have heard about, but yeah, it's not too bad. It depends on what kind of job you got, so. Alright, so Tapper. Let's see. Let's focus on... Well, we can fire our medium lasers at him. So let's do that again. Yeah, she's taking some hits, but not too bad. I can actually focus on his CT. I'm going to do a precision strike. CT. Nice. One hit, but not quite.
Aye, aye.
Alright, Meadowlark. Let's have you... Well, your heat's actually really good. Let's fire 1 PPC blast this turn.
Firing.
Nice. That was a lot of focused fire on his CT.
Hostile eliminated.
So that'll be something, when you're playing, keep that in mind, is you get your skills up higher on your pilots. You'll notice they focus a lot of weapons a lot better the more skilled they are. Because you notice like half my weapons on my Black Knight all just pinpointed right into the same location. So as you get your gunnery up and all that, it makes it a lot easier, especially with called shots. You're not all over the place as much. Because my main lance of characters, my main characters I did the campaign with, they're all 10s across the board on all their attributes and skills. So yeah, when I get called shots, it's very rare that one strays off. The majority of the stuff I'm aiming at, I hit with it, with all my weaponry.
Ready for orders.
Okay, so you're running really hot still. Alright, so we'll just keep slowly firing. Alright, let's do a precision strike on him. Let's see if we can take out his SRM launcher.
Attacking from position.
Like I said, it depends. If you work like fast food, you don't make any money. So there's a lot of really cruddy jobs in like the service industry and all that. Luckily, I do document management, so yeah, I was in IT for 8 years as well. So yeah, my wife and I, we make good money. So I'm not gonna deny that at all. It's like we've been very fortunate. We got good jobs. We make some good money. We don't have kids or anything, so it's like it's a lot easier on us, our checkbooks and that too. So we can do a lot of the things we enjoy to do. So that's true. Yeah, hadn't thought about that. Thank you for bringing that up. I get so used to seeing everything around my area that I forget that, oh yeah, over in Europe the pay scales are probably quite different. So, and I would assume that they're pretty drastic. Over in Europe, since you got so many countries close to each other and all with different economic situations. So, okay, so I'm gonna be done with him since he fired.
Holding.
Let's get Trucker fired some missiles again at him. Nice. Finished off that side.
Critical hit. Orders?
Alright, let's do a precision strike, see if we can take out that CT, that pesky CT. You can live a decent life working your whole life in McDonald's. No, not really. Yeah, the minimum wage for fast food is there's really very little chance. I mean, there are people who do it, but they struggle, and it's usually a lot of people in their household have to work to make up that income because it's really, really low. For what would be considered like the poverty level of pay, most fast food workers are well below that. So it's really sad because there's been a lot of protests and things, especially in Michigan. They've been really pushing it, and I know in other areas of the country where they want to get fast food rates up to like $15 an hour, which is still actually not. I mean, you will struggle to live in the U.S. on that, and $15 an hour unless you're out in the middle of nowhere. What they currently make minimum wages, I think it's only like $7 or $8 an hour. So, and they don't really get very good benefits. Yeah, it's a very that career path is very difficult, and I do not wish that upon anyone, the struggles, and I've seen the people who struggle, and I feel for them a lot. I've always tried to get jobs that were outside of that. But you got to take into account it's like $15 an hour. Like in your area, it might be really, really good. But over here, it's like that's a struggle because everything costs a lot more over here. And if you get like more inexpensive stuff, it's typically cheaper. It doesn't last as long. Or if it's food, it's typically not as healthy, the food, so you end up with more health problems. So yeah, it's a weird trade-off. I'm like, yeah, I can't speak for any other place in the world, but I'm like, yeah, I do understand it around my area of the US and all that, and it's the same with other people I've talked to around the US. I mean, yeah, I'm fortunate. I have like what would be considered sort of a white collar job. So, yep, depends on what you're looking at. Yeah. So, if you know where to look, you can actually get inexpensive consumer products, goods like electronics and cars and stuff. Yeah. Okay, so let's try to finish this guy off.
Target confirmed.
There we go.
Proceed to the next objective.
Oh, yeah. I can't even imagine how much an iPhone costs over in Europe. It's like, ugh.
Heading out.
Alright, let's get these people into the base, because I don't think we are going to have... We might have one Lance, but I doubt it.
Coordinates received. On it.
Roger. Heading out.
Alright, that might be quicker for him to just go up there. Alright. Yeah, and it's funny how there was a time where a smartphone with a touchscreen and all that stuff was considered a luxury up until just the last few years, and depending on where you are and your job as well, it could be like actually very pivotal to your livelihood, having like where I mean, there was a time where I'm like, yeah, cell phones were a luxury, but now it's like you need them for everything, because it's like you have to be connected to be able to get jobs and for transportation and all this other stuff. Mountains are like roads in this game. Where I have a buddy who lives down in Kentucky, about 4 hours south of me, and he has to pay a luxury tax on his car. They consider an automobile in his area a luxury, and he's like, I use it to go to work. I don't use it to go on trips or anything. He's like, it's my transportation to get a paycheck. And that's the weird thing in certain areas where you can get that, where it's like, yeah, things that others would consider a luxury are actually very pivotal. That's a Starlink era manufacturing facility, all right. No wonder the planetary government wants it so bad. Be careful of reinforcements. We're getting intel that there are additional enemy forces rallying to the facility. Okay. So we're going to probably want to pull back a little bit here. Oh, actually, I think we have to go in and trigger it. Oh. What is this? A dropship is inbound to this location. Okay. We do not want to be standing in any of these when a dropship comes in. All right, so we're probably going to want to... I'm going to keep Trucker down here hidden. Let's move Tapper. All right, we'll move Tapper in here. want to be able to turn.
Moving out.
All right, we'll see if she triggers the dropship to drop off the reinforcements. Might be after this turns. All right, I'm just gonna move here.
Position confirmed.
You're just gonna hold tight.
For impact.
Let's have you. Oh, he's on rough terrain. We got to get him out of there. All right, so let's have him jump up here.
Roger.
Hopefully, yep, you got rid of the rough. All right, good. Race. Okay. I'm waiting for the reinforcements to show up. Yeah, I am very lucky. So, and unlike some folks I've seen who I'm like, I just started streaming, so, and this is my hobby. I enjoy playing video games, and I'm fortunate enough that I have a job and the time, and I'm at a place in my life where I can actually do that. I'm like, I understand there's a lot of people who can't. I will never be under the illusion that I could make a living doing this. I don't want to. I'm like, I make good money in my job, so I don't need to. I'm like, I have no intention of leaving that job. So, yeah, I'm glad I do not have to study for exams. So. Okay, so where are these guys? Well, I can pull her out because she actually occupied it. I'm going to move him back there. Let's get you back over here.
Order received.
Just waiting for these reinforcements to appear.
Holding.
Okay, here they go. Alright, so we got a couple of unknown vehicles. Alright, so we do want to make sure people are undercover, because if it's a SRM carrier or an LRM carrier, don't think they're going to be heavy vehicles. Oh, they are heavy vehicles. They're in Initiative Phase 1, so those could be Demolishers or Shrek PPC carriers.
Yeah.
Alright, I gotta get over here. Let me get a lock onto the one that's in sensor range, and we shall see what it is. Well, yeah, I cannot complain, honestly. Yes, I am very, very fortunate, and I am very thankful for it. I wish everyone could have the ability to just do the things they enjoy, not have to worry about a lot of like the day-to-day stresses of life. So, hope you get to that point at some point, man. That would be awesome. I hope that, and I wish that for everybody. So, where we can all just chill out, have fun, do the things we like, enjoy our lives. So, that's why I try to keep positive when I'm playing and streaming and all that. So.
I've got a sensor lock.
Alright, so it is a SRM carrier. Oh, yeah, we gotta kill that thing, because that's 10 SRM-6s. Yeah. You just have to, if you get to a point where you get most of the things you see as attainable, then, yeah, you can be happy with life then, so. It's like, I would have never seen my life where it's at today 10 years ago. I honestly wouldn't have. I just kind of seized on opportunities when they came. Didn't dwell on things that didn't go my way that I was hoping for in life. So, it's, yeah, you got to find your own happiness in life. So that's the best advice I can give anyone. I'm like, I try to look for the silver lining in everything. Because even when bad things happen, if you can find that one thing that makes it at least a little bit more tolerable, it makes it a lot easier to get over it then when bad things happen. So, oh yeah, I am well over 30 years old. I'm in my 40s. So, Okay, so let's see. We are going to have Trucker who can fire indirectly. Advice for a 20-year-old guy. Just keep your eyes open. I have a very sort of philosophical way of looking at life where if you just kind of see, everyone wants to control their lives. Where they try to, I look at it as like you're in a boat going down like a river that has a current. A lot of people try to steer against that current, and they try to do things because they're like, I want this and I'm not going to stop, and it doesn't seem, they want to go against like everything against them to try to attain that, and very rarely will that actually happen. Where subtle shifts in your steering while you're going down that river, and you can at least get towards things that will be more advantageous to you. It's all about the little battles in my mind. I look for the little things, and they all add up over time. I mean, I had no idea when I was like in my early 20s what I wanted to do with my life. I just started, I had to get a job, so I worked not the best paying jobs. Took me a couple years to move out of my parents' house because I just didn't have the money to. I couldn't afford to. My original career choice was actually going to be military, but I messed up my ankles when I was in basic training, so that whole dream went away from me. So I had to figure out what I wanted to do. So it just started, got a job. Wasn't the best job, but then I kind of seen, where can I go from here? What do I want to do? Wasn't really sure until I was in my 30s, actually, what I wanted to do. And yeah, it's like I didn't get like my IT job that I had for 8 years before where I'm currently at doing. So that was about 10 or 11 years ago is when I got into IT. And that was really when I really felt like, oh yeah, this is what I want to do. This is something I enjoy. All the jobs before that, they were just paychecks. They were just stepping stones to get to the next job where I can make a little bit more money, make the networking contacts to get to the next position that I thought could get me closer to something I would enjoy. But yeah, it's just keep your eyes open. Don't try to plan too far ahead, because the universe just has a weird way of like saying, yeah, you want that, but nah, that ain't gonna happen. So, and if you plan too far out, things change, and what you thought was going to be awesome 10 years down the road, 15 years down the road, is going to be like, man, that sucks now. So, I mean, I look at my job where I enjoy my job. I get a lot of satisfaction out of it. I get paid well, but it took a long time to get to that point, and I just kept at it. It's like, yeah, best advice I could say is just, yeah, look for the silver lining in everything. It's real easy to be negative about stuff. I've fallen into that trap many times, but I always try to be like, okay, what's the one good thing that came out of this? There's got to be one good thing, even if it's a really small good thing. But all right, so let's get her over here. I try to be.
Yes, Commander. Taking a protective stance.
Okay, I think that might be an SRM carrier as well. Ooh, he is moving fast. Alright, we gotta lock him again.
Yep.
Okay, you're done. Let's get Trucker firing again.
All weapons are go.
Alright, good. The law of attraction? It sounds familiar to me.
Ready for orders.
Stabilizing and bracing.
Alright, so there's this vehicle and 2 others somewhere. Oh, here it comes. Alright, 80 ton. Ooh, demolisher. Okay, that's not good.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, we're going to sensor lock you.
Got a lock.
That looks like another SRM carrier. Yep. And we are going to move you back here.
Moving out.
Just think about what you want and the universe will help you. You gotta kind of take some... I guess somewhat I believe that, just because, yeah, I look at it as you can kind of steer, because it's an illusion people want to control everything in their lives. That's the way I see it. The more you try to control your life, the worse you're going to be, because I just see people, they want to control everything, and it's like, it's an illusion. You can't control everything. Control the little things, and then just kind of look for the opportunities as they present themselves. But yeah, doing nothing, yeah, that's yeah, I don't really ascribe to that entirely, because then you're just going to be kind of sitting, going through life doing absolutely nothing, waiting for something to happen. So yeah, I would agree that's probably a scam, because yeah, you got to do something, even if it's a little bit. I look for that middle ground of, I'm not trying to control everything. I just kind of see what things I can control and go, okay, that'll make me feel better. I'll do that. Or, yeah, I'm going to avoid that, so I'm going to do this. Okay, so
Need something, Chief?
we can fire at him. All right. Okay, let's get this. Let's get this. All right. I don't have anyone who can see anything, so let's reserve. And that's another 80-ton vehicle, I think. Yep. Hoping it's not a Shrek. Well, I hope that's a good thing. That I talk like an American you met. Because I know a lot of Americans who travel overseas are just not the nicest people in the world. They're very arrogant. And I'm just like, you're in another country. Be polite. Don't make us all look bad. Hey, I just try to treat people how I want to be treated. That's my little, one of my little things. I try to give everyone a chance. Doesn't matter what they look like, what their gender, whatever, skin color, ethnicity, whatever. I'm just like, hey, if you're a good person, I'm gonna give you a fair shake. So, we're all in this crazy ball of Earth hurtling through space. We're all in it together, so. Okay, so let's see. Can I get line of sight anywhere? No, I cannot. Alright, I'm going to move him back.
Move order received.
Yeah, very true. And it is easier to see the arrogance in among like your own area that you live in, because you actually can experience that, so. I just think that sometimes in America we have a larger concentration of arrogance than other places. So. Okay, he can see us now. Oh! Ow! Oh, a head hit! Oh, jeez!
I'm wounded.
Okay, that almost killed her. Okay, we gotta get her out of there. Alright, man. Good talking to you. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a good trip when you head over to Oregon. I hope it's a good trip for you, man. Hope good things happen to you there. Positive things. I will send positive vibes or whatever. Thanks. Have a good night's sleep.
Firing on target.
What do you need? Confirmed.
Ah, I'm just spreading damage out everywhere on this demolisher. Alright, we gotta move you.
Here we go.
Should probably move Tapper back, because she takes another head hit. She's dead.
Oh, what's up, boss?
We're gonna have you sprint. Get the heck out of there. Withdraw, Tapper. You've taken a hit for the team. We don't want you to die.
Waiting for orders. Ready for orders.
Let's reserve, because I just lost my spotter.
Waiting for orders.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold tight.
Roger that. Digging in.
Yep. Okay, we gotta take you down.
Ready for orders. Copy that.
Ugh, man, these things are tough.
Receiving you.
Alright, I can see you from here, so we are definitely gonna shoot. Just gotta keep whittling away at that armor. Man, that's thick armor.
Orders? Coordinates received.
Okay, let's get you over where you can at least take some shots at him.
Aye, aye.
Good. Whew. Did not want to take any more hits from him.
Vehicle destroyed.
Good revenge for you there, Tapper. Considering if you had not been bulwarked, you would have been one-shot killed.
Standing by.
Okay, we gotta move him up. Okay, so he can get line of sight from here.
Position confirmed.
And there's another 80-ton vehicle off in that direction.
Roger that.
Good.
Vehicle down.
Okay. Trucker.
Yes, Commander.
Yeah, we'll just move you up.
Move order received.
And you're good.
What do you need?
Oh, not within range. Okay, so we gotta move you up.
Got it.
What are you? It's a Shrek, of course.
Roger that.
Okay, we just gotta get everyone up there shooting at him as fast as possible. Okay. Metal Arc, can you see him? Yes, you can. Okay, we need to get you closer. That will work. Don't fire the PPC, fire everything else.
Target acquired.
Okay, good. That's good.
Waiting for order.
Trucker.
Firing a full tilt.
Oh, so close. So close.
Commander?
Can't see him from there, but if we move you one over, you can.
On my way. Locking on.
Excellent. Dropship inbound for landing, Commander. Once they've secured the facility, we're dusting off. Ah, good. I kept Metalurk out of that blast area, the landing zone. That's it. We've taken control of the facility, Commander. Given what we've seen here, I'm guessing the locals will be very pleased with our work.
Mission successful.
All right. Almost lost Tapper from a one-shot AC-20 hit to the head. All right. I lost 1 point of rep with the Magistracy of Canopus. We're going to be out of combat for 12 days. 2,800 XP. Everyone got some kills. That's nice. Okay, so let's see. What do we have here? Plus 20 stability AC2? Plus 2 stability damage LRM-10. That's nice. I sense there will be a metric butt ton of... Yeah, that's a lot of SRM-6s. Ooh. Yes, please. We will be taking that. That is probably the best SRM-6 you're going to get in the game. Okay, so we've got a tracking and targeting system, plus 2 accuracy ballistics. Yeah, that's like 2 tons though. And then we have a comm system with plus 1 morale gain. No, don't need that. Yeah, plus 2 damage, plus 1 stability. It's like the half version of that, so not really interested in that. I am leaning towards either this LRM-10. I think I'm going to do this LRM-10. Because when I do Charlie Lance, I think the biggest LRMs I'm going to be able to carry are the LRM-10s. Although an AC2++ with plus 20 stability is really damn nice. I'm going to go with the LRM. Let's see what else we get. No mech salvage whatsoever. And there was a lot of mech salvage, I think. Actually, there wasn't that much. There's a piece of each of them, so I cored them all out. Well, I got 2 AC-20s. All right. Alrighty. And with that, let's do a quick run through of... actually, I'm going to take a 5-minute break. So yeah, I am going to take a quick 5-minute break. When we come back, we'll take care of dealing with repairs and all that stuff. So I will be back in 5 minutes. See you in a few.